What's going on, everyone? You were listening to Bull Central here. Hope you're all doing well. Unfortunately, another subpar game for the Bulls today. I mean, this is another instance where the final score really wasn't indicative of the actual separation between the two teams in this game. The Bulls really struggled again on offense again tonight, and I think, what frustrated me the most was the fact that the Bulls kind of reverted back to their old selves of just chucking up threes when things weren't going their way. Granted, they did shoot 43% from behind the arc tonight, but still, taking 39 threes and only 10 free throw attempts, they made 4 free throws the entire game. I mean, that shows you right there the Bulls were not being aggressive and getting to the basket, posting up in the paint. There were some pretty bad missed calls here and there, sure, but still no excuse. You've got to be more aggressive in getting to the basket and trying to draw contact. I can't tell you how many times guys were just popping it out and chucking up a three and then missing badly. And when that shot isn't working for you, you have to refocus and try something else. Part of that is on coaching a bit, I won't lie. Billy Donovan has to adjust and shift his offense based on what's working and what isn't. Really the only positive thing tonight was Thaddeus Young. He had a really great game coming off the bench, a near triple-double for him, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, shooting 8 for 11. Lavine had a great game as well. He got his way as he always does. I think the only thing I was disappointed about him tonight was that he didn't play like he had been since that Thunder game and getting his guys involved and not just settling for a contested three. Only 3 assists for him tonight, but that was to go along with 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Again, though, another 6 turnovers from Zach. And it isn't just Zach. The whole team still continues to struggle with taking care of the basketball. Another 18 turnovers tonight. Markkanen had a decent game, 18 points and 6 rebounds and 7 for 12 shooting, but I would have liked to have seen him be a little more aggressive and active on offense. There were just a lot of times where he was stagnant on the court and not moving at all while playing off the ball, waiting for the ball to come to him. And that's just not how this offense works under Billy Donovan. This is all about ball and player movement. And boy, Coby White, I mean, that trade scenario that I offered of Coby and Wendell for Ben Simmons that I proposed for the Bulls roadmap for the future on the video I uploaded yesterday, it isn't looking so feasible at all now because Coby just continues to struggle. Again, consistency from Coby. That's what we want to see because he's had incredible games, but I do feel like lately we've seen more of these subpar games from him, particularly as it relates to running the floor and facilitating the offense. 1 assist from him tonight, 1 assist from your starting point guard, and he wasn't active on offense either with only 2 field goals the whole game, just 5 points. I mean, I'm still giving Coby the benefit of the doubt because he's young and still learning, but these past few games, if you're a Bulls fan, you've got to be a bit concerned given the fact that this is your point guard for the future. And speaking of point guards, Satoransky, he's still been a bit rusty after being out testing positive for COVID. He did okay facilitating the court, but he was ice cold tonight, shooting 1 for 7. Patrick Williams barely played tonight, only 10 minutes, and he didn't really do much in those minutes either. Same with Gafford, 0 points in 11 minutes. I will say I've been pretty disappointed in Gafford. I mean, I've been hyping this guy up all season, as one of the Bulls' most underrated players. And then when he finally gets an opportunity to be inserted into the starting lineup with Wendell being out, he just disappears. These past 3 games when he started, he's been a non-factor. Now you can say, well, that's because he hasn't been getting much playing time. But there's a reason for that, and it's because he hasn't been playing well. Otherwise, Billy Donovan would be giving him significant minutes when we're already shorthanded on big men as it is. I mean, the last game, Donovan had to resort to playing Felicio for a period of time. That just says all you need to know right there. I do think Wendell will be back for the Bulls game next on Saturday, since there is going to be such a long break between now and then. But if he's not back, we better see a dominant, energetic Daniel Gafford the kind of Daniel Gafford that we see coming off the bench in most games. Because this is his moment to shine. Otherwise, Wendell comes back, he's likely seeing a handful of minutes here and there, and even in and out of the rotation for that matter. Anyway, overall, it was a disappointing game. I did predict the Bulls would lose this game if you caught my weekly preview video I uploaded earlier today. But I did expect the Bulls to make it a close one, a competitive game, and despite the runs they made here and there, including the one at the end with less than 5 minutes to go where they scored 9 straight, outside of that, the Celtics completely controlled this game. There's no question about it. Jayson Tatum didn't really miss much of a beat in his first game back. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Jaylen Brown also did his thing, 26 points. And Kemba Walker obviously didn't play, and the Celtics were on a back-to-back, so it was disappointing the Bulls couldn't capitalize on that. But man, Tatum and Brown are a deadly duo on offense, and when you have a team like the Bulls that really struggle on the defensive end, especially when one of your best defenders and Wendell Carter Jr. isn't in the lineup, it's going to be bad news from the get-go. Like I said, the Bulls have a few days off before their game against the Blazers on Saturday. Hopefully they'll come out hungry with intensity right from the start of that game and look to bounce back and snap the two-game skid they're on right now. I'll be out with more videos this week despite the Bulls not having a game for a few days. Don't forget we have Hot Takes Wednesday. Those are always fun. Always be sure to subscribe if you enjoy Daily Bulls content. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.